me, Katie-Beth again. And welcome to Roulette Tuesday with Katie-Beth, where you never know what video you're gonna get. But I'm gonna tell you, in today's video, we're gonna talk all about that measly ticket I got while driving in Wyoming. If you wanted to hear more about the Wyoming trip, I'll try and put that link up there. I'm really bad at those. If not, it'll be in the description below. But back to my driving citation. So I'm gonna start this video off with getting the ticket, going to court during a pandemic, and traffic school online. I'm making this video just in case one of you guys has the unfortunate circumstances to run into that type of situation. Maybe this will help you out. I would have loved to known a little more about it before getting thrust into this situation, but here we are. So getting the ticket, it was my birthday night, just after we left a pizza place in Jackson, Wyoming. Luckily for us, we're off the alcohol right now, so that wasn't an issue. But the two of us were very confused when we got pulled over that night. It felt like we were driving far too slowly to be pulled over for speeding, but alas, that's what we were pulled over for. And when I say we, I mean my boyfriend was also in the car with me. I wasn't just driving with my two personalities. So I didn't make a huge fuss that it was my birthday, and maybe I should have. People said sometimes cops are a little more lenient on your birthday. However, if he did look at the date on my license and see that it was in fact my birthday, he didn't care. However, I was still very polite, even though he said my top speed was 45 miles an hour right before a highway. I took my ticket gracefully, put it in my glove box, and forgot about it for almost 2 weeks. My mailing address has recently changed, so I did not get any letters in the mail reminding me, hey, you should check up on your ticket and see what you need to pay or if you need to go to court or what's going to happen with that. I was, however, reminded that I should check up on it. When I got my ticket out, it did have a bail amount on it of $195 and said it was due the very next day. I promptly went online to try and pay this fine. But while I was doing that, I was also Google searching different things about tickets and found out that in Wyoming, the state that I got it in, sometimes they allow you to take traffic school in lieu of payment. However, I wasn't sure about that because in California, you have to still pay your ticket fine, and then if you go to traffic school, you also still have to pay your traffic school fine. So it's two fines on top of each other. But since I wasn't getting any mail about this with more information, I did call the number on my citation, which is to the Municipal Court of Jackson, and the lady on the phone was very helpful. She did tell me that my day to appear in court was the very next morning at 9 a.m. their time. So 8 a.m. my time, which actually worked out perfectly because I had a dentist appointment at 9 a.m. my time. So going to court at 8 a.m., perfect. Back to the story. She did send me an email link with an invite for my day in court, which thankfully was online. I did not have to drive 14 hours back up to Wyoming. But with it being online, I did have to download a specific app so that I'd be able to attend court online. And don't save this for last minute. If you are in this situation, please download the app as soon as possible and set up your account, because once the morning comes, everything goes so quickly. So I did download the app and set up my account that night, and the next morning I got everything ready to be in court, and then I couldn't figure out how to add the meeting onto the app. So day of, I didn't get any phone calls, and I checked my email, and it didn't seem like I was getting any emails with links in it, but I did go back to that original email that I had gotten from Jessica at the municipal court, and that one seemed to link me directly to where I needed to be. Now, I was 2 minutes late for my court hearing. However, luckily, I did get there before the judge. Other than the judge, I was the last person into our court. I honestly thought it would just be me and a lawyer talking it out. However, it is pretty much a full courtroom. So it was about 7 of us traffic violators in our court. And some people didn't have cameras or didn't have them on, so it would just say their name or number underneath. The judge did say she prefers you to put your name so she knows who she's talking to rather than a number. Otherwise, she doesn't know which one is which. Next, I wanted to talk about camera angles. I basically used this setup right here. So this is basically what the judge saw me doing, except I didn't have this cool nighty backdrop. I just had the noise dampening foam on the wall, so it just looked like I was probably in a crazy house, just like bouncing off of padded walls. Anyhow, I did feel like I had the best visual setup. And keep this in mind while you're in online traffic court. The angle you have your camera is the angle that the judge, lawyer, and everybody in the courtroom is going to see you at. So if you are on your phone in bed, naked, that's what they see. There was some people in there that, that's the angle you saw them at. So, it's really weird for court. Oh, also, maybe put on a dress shirt. You're in court. So that's just something to keep in mind. Also, the camera froze on one lady, and it was one of those angles. She was standing with her cell phone, just one of those angles. Sorry if you're watching this and you know it was you, but you know it was you. And maybe work on that next time. Although I'm not saying I was perfect either. There's things I could work on too. So getting over that, I was able to talk to the judge and the lawyer, and I did qualify for traffic school. So as soon as they approved me, they were pretty much like, "You're good, get out of here," and went on to everyone else's cases. So I logged out of there, and within a day or two, Jessica from the municipal court did send me another email with a link on which traffic school I needed to go to, and the traffic school ended up only being $39. Which was amazing compared to the $195 I was supposed to pay for my citation. Now, I wasn't sure if it was a pay both like it is in California, so I called Jessica back on the phone, and she told me in Wyoming it's in either or. And if I did happen to pay for traffic school and still pay my fine, because I paid the fine, it's admitting guilt, and they keep that on your record. And in Wyoming, the point of going to traffic school is to take your citation off of your record. So she basically told me I'd be screwing myself over if I did pay that fine. So yeah, I'd rather just pay the $39. Thanks. So traffic school itself was a pretty easy process. At my job, we do have computer-based training, and it was basically the exact same thing. We were just sitting in front of a computer, and some of the time it had an audio recording accompanying the words, and some of the time, the audio just wouldn't play, so you just had to read the script on the side. It either had the script on the side, or you could flip to another tab, and it would tell you an outline of how many more things you had to do in each section. It was divided into 8 chapters, basically, and each of those chapters was divided into different modules. It's supposed to be an 8-hour class altogether. It ended up taking me about a week and 2 days, so about 9 days to complete this course. I did a little less than an hour every day about. And as I said, for the most part, it was pretty easy, basic knowledge, common sense type of things. However, there are some things that are not that common sensey to me. Like, for instance, I learned that if you're walking on the side of the road and there's no sidewalk, you should be walking towards the cars. It's a see and be seen type of thing, but it's just completely odd to me that you would walk on the wrong side of the road. But that's the law. Also, with this computer-based training, some of the tabs didn't work. Like, there was one quiz where you had to match the color of the car fluid with what type of fluid it was, and it said to select the item and drag it down, and it just wouldn't work. I tried to use my Apple Pencil, I used my finger, I tried to use the arrows on my keypad, just nothing would work with that. But I was able to just skip to the next lesson and completely ignore that little quiz. So overall, not a bad experience. I did finally complete it last night with 100% on my traffic school final test quiz. And they do give you a printout of your certificate of completion, and it does say to send it to the court. I feel like since it's online, it probably will be digitally sent to them, but I don't want to take any chances, so I'm also dropping this off in the mail today. And I will put my address over here so it doesn't look like I'm sending something dangerous. Letters in movies always have dangerous things in them that don't have a return address. And I also love sending mail in the mail because I have some really cute stamps I like to use. So that summarizes my entire journey with getting my traffic ticket on my birthday, going to online court in another state, and taking traffic school for another state. And supposedly, from everything I've learned, they don't have the point system in Wyoming, but it should take it completely off of my driving record if I don't get another ticket within the next 2 years. And so it shouldn't raise my insurance rates, but I'll see how that goes. And if it does, I'll probably make another video complaining about that. Well, thanks for joining me this random Roulette Tuesday. If you're still here watching this video right now, thank you so much. If you'd like to subscribe and see some more random weird stories I have, hit that subscribe button below. If not, don't worry about it. Thanks for joining, and have a great day, everyone.